Hello and welcome, everyone. You are listening to The Crack. This is the podcast where I ask you what's the crack. So what's the crack, guys? Get in touch. Let me know. How are you? Have you been? It's been 2 weeks and I can only apologise. It's been too long. Can you hear that? Yeah, bear with me. Hang on a second. Hi. Cool. Yeah, that's me back. Right, now, what's going on there? Well, let me say hello first. How you doing? How you been? Behaving yourself? Yeah? Staying out of trouble? No doubt. I have faith in you. Yeah, so the creaky noise you'd have heard there, very quickly. So, leather jackets for women are in, or they were, or they are fucking fashion. I don't know. That never-ending revolution of fashion has decreed that sort of motorbike style jackets, the ones from the 50s, Danny in Greece, those types of, that was bad, those types of jackets, they're in. And Charlotte was looking at getting one a while ago, and I was like, you can wear my one. Why have you got a women's leather jacket? No, it's not a fucking women's leather. You can wear my leather jacket. You don't have one? I do. I got it when I was like 18 or 19, and I never wore it, so it's been in the cupboard for a very long time. The cupboard, in the wardrobe, in the closet. So I've taken it out, and to soften it up for her, I wear it around the flat when I'm on my own, because if I don't, I look like a proper boob. So, yeah, I've been wearing it today, as it's my day off, and I didn't realise how much it actually creaks and squeaks and stuff, so... There's a car going past. So yeah, it's sitting on the floor behind me now. For shame. But yeah, it's one of those sort of Terminator 2... Marlon Brando, was it the Wild Ones? The fuck was that film? Something I thought was really cool, and then I bought it and I put it on, and I don't really... Maybe it's not the jacket that makes a person cool, so it stayed in the cupboard. I've also got my brown leather jacket in the cupboard, which I do like, and I've got another Indiana Jones jacket, because you think by wearing it I'd be like Indiana Jones. No. So it looked like a strange dude just in a leather jacket. So yeah, so at some point it will be soft enough for me to obviously offer to Charlotte, but here, you can wear this. And she's going to be, like 3 times the size of me. Yeah, I didn't think of that. But still, that would be nice to one day offer her the jacket. Yeah, if you've not seen Sopranos, that won't make much sense to you, but the jacket. So yeah, so it's been a few weeks. What's my reason for not having a podcast out? Nothing. Laziness. Lapse of self-confidence in the podcast. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, well, I'll tell you the truth. You're listening, and I appreciate that, so I'll tell you what's going on. I sat down to record it, and I was hit with this realization, hey man, this is pretty sad. This kind of loser behaviour here, man. You're sitting down talking to yourself about, sweet fuck all. But, did some soul searching. Took some peyote in the desert. I didn't really do that. No, I looked up. What I tell you on this podcast, I tell you in confidence, alright? It's me and you, listener. No, what I talk about in here is what's happening in my little orbit. I don't come on here and tell you lies. That could be a lie, but you have my word, it's not. I don't come on here and big up myself. If I do something pathetic that I think is worthy of the podcast, I will record and talk about it. Why am I doing the podcast in the first place? This started as just I listen to a lot of podcasts and I wanted to make one, and I've been stung before. You try and do something with somebody else, you rely on them, and not everyone is reliable. So who's more unreliable than myself? I do this on my own. Every week, oh fucking hell, hit the microphone. Every week I'll edit it, and I learn a little bit more about the editing process, and I'll tweak something. I'll learn how to drown out some background noise. Like, for instance, I don't know if you're aware, but the fucking boiler switched on a minute ago, and I'm going to hopefully try and edit that sound out. And then what I want to do, which I've told you about many times, is that sort of paranormal true crime podcast specifically about that. I've tried to dip into it a few times on this one, and I didn't find the stride. I didn't hit it. So that's why I do this every week, is to try and maintain discipline, apart from I don't have anything I'm passionate about every week. I could, instead of just talking about what's going on, talk about every Scooby-Doo episode in order. Maybe one day I will. Yeah, so, but whatever's going on in my life, if I find it funny or worthy, I'll talk about it on here. And, yeah, it was a weird, I don't know, I sat down to do it, and I'm like, who do I think I am to be offering my uneventful, you know what I mean? I'm not, like fucking every celebrity's got a podcast where they'll be like, to the Oscars, or, oh, we were on set in Tunisia when Steven Spielberg said, I don't have any exciting things like that. But I don't big up myself, so this isn't some weird ego stroke, well, the man said to the waitress, yes, I do have a problem with that. So I stood up in front of the restaurant and I said to him, buddy, we're going to have a problem. And he backed down. You know, it's nothing like that. I'm not going to tell you lies to make myself look better. So I had this momentary sort of like, whoa, this podcast's kind of weird. But no, I enjoy sitting down and this whole process of me in this wee spare room with the tiny wee chihuahua sitting behind me. She's like, no, hey, Chica. Yep, she's there, my little Mexican co-host. I enjoy this. Also, in a very weird way, it lets me dust what's on my mind to get everything out. So what's the point of all this? That's why there's been a delay. I had a moment of like, oh, I'm not doing it anymore, it's sad as shit. And then, no, it's like me keeping a journal, but I share it with everyone. And I give them the chance to tell me what they think about the journal. Yeah, so that's where I've been. Just having a momentary, what is the point of all this? But I'm still reading this fucking Banshee book, trying to get this paranormal true crime one off the ground. I'll get there, guys. I'll get there. Halloween, hopefully. Fuck, yeah. The book's just such a hard read. Good God. Good God. Good God. Yeah, so in the fortnight, where have I been? Now, I don't remember what I don't remember what I've spoken about in previous episodes. I don't listen back to, previously on the crack. I don't do that. So, I believe I told you that I was waiting for a watch because I went into the jewelry store. I don't know, the jewelers, the fucking jewelry store. Yeah, I went to the jewelers and that was where the guy offered me a beer. And I was like, whoa, cool. So, back then, previously, when I went in and they offered me the beer, I tried on the watch and it has a little fancy clasp on it and stuff, and the guy opened it and could barely get it on my wrist. So they were like, oh, we could order you the bigger one. And I was like, yeah, let's do that because I want that watch. And been waiting. And then my last set of days off, I went into town, into Inverness, and I didn't spend as long as I did, but I loitered around that fucking jewellery shop like a shark, just willing them to phone me to say it was ready, but they never did. And then, just as fucking night shift was like, oh, let's talk about night shift again. Yeah, always night shift. So I did 2 day shifts, then 2 night shifts. After the first night shift, before the second one, as it would go, lying in and out of sleep as it happens, and just this zzz, 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 oh my God, phone number. I don't know this one, right? I'm not going to answer it. So it goes to voicemail. I listen to the voicemail, and it's the gentleman in the jewelry shop saying, hi, Lewis. Unfortunately, the watch people don't do a bigger strap for your mutant ogre ginormous wrists. What they do is they do a metal one. Do. What they do. Fucking dead as a doo-doo. Jesus, fuck man, get your shit together. What they do, what they offer is a metal strap. But in my personal opinion, it doesn't fit the look of the watch. However, if you want to come in and look at it, we'll keep it in keep the watch and I'll be safe through the back. Bummer. Wanted this watch for a very long time. So I phoned him back and I was like, hey man, it's Lewis. And he goes, I didn't wake you, did I? I was, yeah, you did. I didn't say that. No, was like, hey man, look, I got your voicemail. I don't want the metal one. I know the strap because I'm not gonna lie to you, I've been googling the fuck out of this watch ever since I've gone to order it. Can I come in and try it on again, but with yourself? Because without sounding like a total prick, I do believe the gentleman that I was served by last time was maybe on his first or second day into the job, and I'm not entirely convinced that the strap was loosened as much as it could be. And he said, yeah, of course. So I rolled out of bed and I pulled on my, trackies and an old t-shirt and fucking put a hoodie over it and vroom, straight to town. Bleary-eyed, tired, grumpy. Got to the jewellery shop and tried on the watch. And immediately, as soon as he opened it in a different way. And I was like, well, it's much bigger. It fit on perfectly. And I was like, if I may, can I buy this watch, please? He's like, sure, yeah, of course, yeah, it fits. Because, guys, I don't have weird, mutant, massive wrists with normal size hands. I have what I would like to think is sort of just normal wrists. I've got my little metal chain bracelet on my right wrist, which isn't a massive metal chain bracelet, average size. And I've got a watch on my left wrist. I've never had to order bigger wrist stuff before. So when I was Googling the watch, nothing, none of the websites, nothing I read, none of the YouTube videos I watched, because it's I was going to say it's a special watch. It's I just fucking humbly, it's called a Hamilton Ventura, and it's a watch I wanted as I was a kid, so it's like not famous, it's Elvis wore the watch, and it's well, not this one, he actually wore a fancier version of it, but it's a big watch in watch history, because this was the first model of watch to have a battery in it instead of being wound, because they're from the 50s, but they have a vision of the future. So I've been looking them up, and this guy, yeah, fucking just humbly dropping your watch in there. Look, it's not a Rolex, fucking hell, alright. So I've been looking at them. None of the videos or the fucking blogs that I was reading about ever mentioned if you have massive wrists, you can get a bigger strap. So yeah, I asked the guy, can I try on again? And it fit, and I bought it. And it was all good. And here's a fun fact for you guys. Sitting there waiting for him to do all the, you get like a warranty and things like that, so they need your name and address and phone number and all kind of stuff. I said, can I just ask? Obviously, you're in the business. When a celebrity endorses a watch in the same way they endorse aftershave, I'm sure you know what I mean. Like you're in the airport or something like that, and you're walking through and you're rushing, and then fucking Jake Gyllenhaal's standing there like a polo neck jumper, or not in person, just standing there, fucking Gatwick. No, or Robert Pattinson or Thor, Chris Hemsworth. These of the moment celebrities, they stand there endorsing their aftershave, and it becomes a thing. I mean, sometimes you get weird adverts of them, like, walking in a corridor and it'll turn upside down, but they keep walking, and then it'll be like, snap the moment. One of those weird adverts. I asked the watch salesman, when they endorse watches, because there's fucking photographs all over the place of celebrities of, like, here's Robert Downey Jr., and it's just him holding his wrist up, and it's like, well, he's wearing the watch, so maybe if I wear the watch, I can be like Iron Man. And I didn't want this watch, by the way, because I want it to be Elvis. Alright? I've wanted it since I was a kid. Because of Men in Black. No. I think that was where I first saw it, but I like the shape. It's triangular. I asked, so do celebrities make a difference? No. No, there's no influx of watch sales when Ewan McGregor suddenly starts to wear a watch. It doesn't make a difference. So me, being the inquisitive, film-obsessed little fucker that I am, I was like, okay, what about when new James Bond comes out, though? Because he always wears an Omega. And the jeweler stopped. Yes, actually. James Bond, every time a new James Bond comes out, they do get a sudden boost in watch sales because of the wonderful things, because the James Bond films release limited edition versions of the watches, so not only do folk want to get the, 20 grand Omega recent model, they will then also, if they fucking can afford it, which I suppose some folk can, they'll go out and get the limited edition Skyfall edition of, or No Time to Die, which I think is crazy, but there you go, guys. What's the point? I don't know. James Bond wears a watch, and you can also buy that watch and be just like James Bond. But then I don't like loud watches. Each to their own. I know it's completely a thing. I don't like a big, shiny watch. I don't like a watch with a lot of things going on it. I don't like Apple watches. I mean, Charlotte wears an Apple Watch. I don't like it. No, it's fine. It's fine. I mean, it tells the time, but also she's got it hooked up to her phone, so if she gets a notification on her phone, it goes to her wrist, and that comes, that could be for anything. But I don't have anything on my phone that I require knowing about immediately. Yeah, so my watch tells the time, and that's all it does. So that was that. So, fucking went and bought that, and then went home again, tried to get back to sleep. I couldn't sleep because I was too excited to wear my watch. Just kept looking at it. So, there we go. Now, as I said, it's a sort of triangular shaped watch. It's 1950s, 1960s design, but futuristic in that aspect. And I put it on in front of the salesman. He said, "Oh, it fits fine." Salesman, that's it fits fine. Oh, yeah, it's, and then me, ignorant, just asked him, "Can I ask your opinion? Is that a nice watch? Does it look okay?" Because if you don't know me, guys, I have cripplingly low self-esteem. I just want everyone to like me. No, Jesus Christ. Does it look okay? And he paused and went, "Well, I will say it's a very unique watch. You don't see a lot of them." So I looked at him and smiled and sort of giggled. Okay, that was a very, very careful answer. I appreciate that. Thank you. He doesn't like it, but he wasn't going to say, "Man, I think it's an ugly watch. That is not a good watch. I would not wear that." But he gave a very sort of politically, politician. "Do you like this gentleman?" "Well, I've never met him." You're like, "Well, smooth. Yep, dodge it, but don't quite dismiss it." So yeah, I got that. Got my new watch, guys. I still check my phone for the time sometimes, though. It's weird. Yeah. But I'm fucking delighted with it. It's a tiny bit of jewellery. But we decided last night, we've got a holiday, coming up in January. We're going to Mexico. Again, we're going back to the same place we went to a few years ago. And, well, I fucking tell you. So where Charlotte works, she gets to talk to the clientele. It's not like a brothel. I don't know why I say clientele like that. She works at a golf club. And she gets to talk to the regulars and the golfers and that. And one of the gentlemen is a what? A visitor. He's been to the same place we went to in Mexico, and he knew it. And it's not exactly rare, but there's quite a few different resorts. So for the fact that he went to this exact same one was cool. And he was talking to Charlotte about it. And he goes, from what I understand, I've never met the guy, I understand quite often. And he was telling her lately, "Oh, by the way, just so you know, it's getting done up. There's construction and stuff." So Charlotte came home and told me this, and me being me, alright, cool, dismissed. And then I got an email yesterday. "Hello, Lewis. This is your travel agent speaking. There are construction works in Mexico." Oh, shit. Now, see, it didn't bother me thinking the hotel rooms might be getting done up, but this one affected, and it said in the email, the buffet station. I love a buffet. That's why we're going here, is for this American buffet. No, you know what? That's not even a joke. It's a lovely place, but that fucking breakfast buffet, that hit a part of me I didn't know needed a rubbing, alright? And again, that's not a sex thing, but you go into this massive hall. It's, the Mexican Harry Potter. It's not like the Mexican Harry Potter, but that fucking food hall in Harry Potter in school. Bam, in this massive room. And then there's just First world fucking gluttony. Just all this food. Twice a day. Breakfast and dinner. And it's just something else. You probably get that here, but it's special over there. It's different with the sun and the fucking just quality. And it's all American food. So you get like different style bacon. I live a pretty simple life, guys. Alright? I like a breakfast buffet. Okay? I'm sorry. So this email was saying that might be affected, and we're like, whoa, that changes things. So we started looking up, because it had named the, like, buffet bar. Like, there's a lot going on in this resort, so it named the specific one. So is that the one we go to? Is that our breakfast one? Because I remember the table we wanted, and I want to go back to that table, because I like the way I can see the sea. I started freaking out. And, yeah, we looked it up. Hopefully we shouldn't be affected, but, we've got to talk about the holiday, and we've decided that the new watch shall be left in Scotland. I'm not wearing this. Just in case anything happens. I don't want it to get wet. It's weird. There's a lot of things I have. I don't usually take a lot of pride in things, which I know sound really weird. Like, oh mate, you're spoiled. No, like, like with the car. Oh, your car needs a wash. I don't really give a shit. It still gets me from A to B. Oh, your clothes are a bit dirty. Yeah, it's my day off, alright? I'm not wearing fantastic clothes, but yeah, this watch, fucking chuffed to bits with it. So yeah, it's gonna. I'll stop talking about the fucking watch. Yeah, it's gonna be good. Gonna be good holiday. Even the coffee in that breakfast bar, the buffet place. Okay, look, we know how it works. You go in, you get your plate, and you join the queue, and you start walking around, and you just fucking. If you're Charlotte, you put on a few little bits of like fucking fruit and get like a yogurt and stay healthy. And then if you're me, you plow through the fucking American bacon and you get some scrambled eggs, and it's Mexico, so you put some salsa on there and a bit of guacamole for breakfast. Yeah, fuck it, you're on holiday. And then bam, go over to the cereal station. What's this? Kellogg's Pops. They used to sell these when I was a kid. Now they sell them in Mexico. Bam. Yeah, I'll have a bowl of them. Take that over. Then the waiter comes over and gives you a coffee, and you get this fucking delicious coffee. It's probably just Kenko or, Nescafe. No, it's not. It's really nice American and Mexican coffee. Oh, it's going to be good. And then on the way out, you grab a donut, just, for the walk to the beach. That's what we want to do, It's not every holiday has to be full of culture. Like, Charlotte went to Milan a few years ago. Her friends were living over in Italy, working over there. And where they were was within the vicinity of Milan. I think Milan was the nearest city. I think. I never went. But Milan, that's like Gucci and like fashion. Prada, that sort of stuff. So Charlotte went over with her friends, big fucking Sex and the City style, all these women just wandering around this glamorous city and soaking in the Italian culture. Then she came home. Hi, Lewis. Okay, so what'd you get me? Where's my present, woman? It wasn't quite that demanding, but I got a present, because that's what you do when you have someone you love at home and you go away, you get them a present. Well, that's what I do. Anyway, she took, I use it almost every day. She took out this mug. I was like, oh, cool. A mug. Plenty of them, but no, I can always use another one. And well, she had two of them. So now we have matching breakfast coffee mugs. And what I made fun of her for, because I'm a cunt, was it's a star. It's a Starbucks mug. I was like, so what you Italy, Milan, obviously Italians are known for their espresso and coffee and the discipline they put into it. Like, I'm pretty sure the espresso machine was made by an Italian man for the sole intention of espressos. It wasn't an invention that fell into something else, It wasn't like he was trying to make a steam engine to make his fucking horse run faster or something like, blew steam up its arse, off it goes. No, it's nothing like that. Like, this guy sat down like, I shall invent a machine for espresso. And he did that. He sat down and he made that, filter coffee through the espresso. And it's like, so, what were you doing in Milan that led you to Starbucks. North American, Seattle, the top northwest of America. Rainy, Kurt Cobain, Seattle, Twin Peaks, wooded, Why are we in a Starbucks, Charlotte? There's one in every airport I've ever been in. There's one of them for now. Well, I was educated. Fucking hell was I educated. In Milan, in case you ever want to visit there, guys, if you're, want to go and watch the fashion show. Estee Lauder. I don't know. That is where Starbucks roast their beans. So Charlotte didn't just go to some random fucking hole in the wall. Well, maybe she fucking didn't. She's lying to me. From what I can tell, she went to the massive major. This is where Starbucks get their beans from. So I learned a lesson there about not being a prick. Well, I was aware there was a lesson I didn't learn from. And I have a lovely mug, which has the, what do you call it? Grid reference? Coordinates. It's got the fucking grid reference on it. It's got the coordinates on it. And if you type in the coordinates, it gives you the Milan coffee roasting headquarters. So, yeah. She didn't just go to Starbucks. She went to the fucking Justice League Hall of, the Starbucks roasting. I mean, if we ever do go to Seattle for any reason, I'll obviously go on the Frasier tour and probably go and see where they filmed Twin Peaks. That would be the reason I went up there. I'd probably go and try to go to the first Starbucks, because not that I care for Starbucks in particular, but you're gonna go. You know what I mean? Yeah. There's a queue. Alright, well, I'm not going in, but there it is, I saw it. Anyway. Yeah. Just got this letter on my desk here. Not only is my car tax due, so is my insurance. Splendid. Yeah. So every time I get a brown envelope in the post, I'm like, fuck. And then I got a brown envelope yesterday, but this one's, Dear resident and occupier, is the electoral register information correct? Yes. Yeah, so I get to vote. Isn't that lovely? Okay. So that's what's going on in my life. Again, I've not lied to make myself look better, I'm not some cool guy. It's, I'm wearing a leather jacket around the flat, try and break it into my girlfriend and wear it comfortably, but she probably won't even want it, so that's that. Oh, and guys, have I ever mentioned that I like to read Stephen King on here before? Fucking don't start! Yeah, so I like Stephen King. His first book, published when he was 24, was Carrie, with a girl who's bullied at school and has telekinetic powers, and then she goes to the prom, and she makes them all pay. His second book, it's called Salem's Lot, short for Jerusalem's Lot, about a small town in New England. Guys, it is a fantastic book. The young writer goes back, pretty much meant to be Stephen King, goes back to this town to research a spooky old house. And while he's there, somebody has moved into the house and somebody is opening an antique store in the town, and then little by little things start to happen. People start to become evasive during the day. People seem to get sick more often. People get run down, and then it becomes obvious. Vampires. It's a fantastic book. I read it when I was 17, because nostalgia. When I was that age, I was learning to drive, as many 17-year-olds do. And my mother, one of the jobs at the time was she would do home care at night time for folk, who are old or disabled or whatever. And they, because of where we lived, didn't live in the town. These were, as they fucking often are, these old folk are scattered around the countryside, just discarded in a field. No, and I would drive her to these places. I don't even know if she's allowed to let me do that, because I sort of in a way learn where they live, but I don't give a fuck. So I would just drive her and wait in the car, and then okay, and there we go here. So off I went again, drive way through, just get driving experience. But what I would do when she was inside, she was, half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, I had a head torch, and the book I read during that time, because took a while, was Salem's Lot. So I have memories of reading this book in very spooky areas, like a farm. I don't say a car park, but just parked in like a farm courtyard and stuff like that. And I remember reading it in the dark with a head torch. They made a film of it in the 70s, a TV film, so it's very long, like 3.5 hours. And then they made another version in 2004, which I've not seen, but I don't believe it was too good. And now they've made this version again, which was meant to be in cinemas a few years. It was filmed like 3 or 4 years ago. It's meant to be in cinemas, and it wasn't. It was shelved, and it's now being released on HBO. So I don't know how we're going to see it over in Scotland, but I'm sure if you sail the high seas, you'll find a method. Yar. So I'm going to watch that. I'm excited. I'm very excited. But I think the film is set back in the 70s as well, which is nice. It's a very good book. If you get a chance, Salem's Lot. It's a lot bigger than Carrie was. It's a chunky novel. But it's sort of Invasion of the Body Snatchers, but instead of aliens, it's vampires. And trailers out on YouTube. You'll go and see it. I'm not paid to fucking promote it, but I like the look of it, and I hope you, dear listener, go and check it out. And if you're into it, I hope you're into it. Well, I'm going to call it there, guys. All right. So thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much, Blackmail, for the theme tune. Thank you, Cora, for your artwork, for the logo. Thank you for your talents, guys. Thank you for giving them to the show. Thank you, dear listener, and I mean this. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you for your time. If you want to get in touch, which I don't think anyone's best. Once again, my phone has deleted the Gmail fucking thing. If you want to get in touch, check out the website www.thecrackpodcast.co.uk. Go to the contact tab, and I'll say it again, www.thecrackpodcast.co.uk. Go to the contact tab. Give me a fake name. I don't care. Give me a fake email address. I won't reply unless you ask me to, but yeah, I'll read out what you send in. So let me know what's going on, how you're getting on, what's up. All right, but as with every week, every episode, until next time, take care of yourself. Be good to each other. Don't take any shit, but just be good. Alright, I'll speak to you next time, guys. Bye for now.